In the heart of the kingdom of Oru, where the red earth glowed beneath the sun and the talking drums could be heard across 7 hills, there rose a king named Oba Ijenwa. He was tall, proud, and fierce in battle. His throne was carved from Iroko wood so ancient that even the spirits of the forest bowed before it. His crown shone so brightly that strangers who saw it swore it carried the very fire of the sun. But Oba Ijenwa's greatness did not come from the truth. His throne was a house built on lies. He told the people that his blood was pure, touched by the gods themselves, but his lineage was twisted with betrayal. He told his chiefs that he would share power, yet in secret he sold their loyalty to foreign traders. He told his wives that they were beloved, yet he kept their families imprisoned to chain their hearts. And whenever his people asked questions, he silenced them with gifts coated in deceit and threats sharpened like spears. The kingdom of Oru prospered in wealth, but not in peace. For wealth built on falsehood is like yam roasted on fire, shiny on the outside, but raw within. The elders of Oru began to whisper among themselves. This king's crown may dazzle the eyes, but it drips with lies. Can such a throne endure? One evening, as the moon rose like a silver drum above the palace, a wandering diviner appeared. He was bent with age, his eyes clouded like morning mist, yet he walked with the strength of a lion. He carried no staff of office, no bag of charms, only a small calabash filled with dark water that reflected the stars. He entered the palace unchallenged, for the guards fell asleep as though lulled by an unseen hand. Standing before Oba Ijenwa, he spoke in a voice like distant thunder. Oba Ijenwa, your crown is woven with lies, and your throne is carved from deceit. Beware. For the gods have filled a cup in your house, the cup of poison. On the day you drink from it, your lies shall choke you, and your crown shall fall into dust. The palace shook with laughter, for the king roared and slapped his chest. Old man, my goblets are of silver, my cups of gold. No poison dares touch my lips. Begone, before I command your tongue be cut out. But the diviner only shook his head. His cloudy eyes glowed with unseen fire. The gods are patient, O king. Lies may hide in the shadows, but truth waits like the dawn. You will drink from the cup, not because your enemies pour it, but because your own hands will lift it. And then, before anyone could blink, the diviner was gone. From that night onward, Oba Ijenwa was never at peace. He searched every corner of his palace for the mysterious cup. He ordered his guards to seize every calabash, every god, every vessel in his wife's chambers. He tasted his wine with trembling lips, fearing betrayal. He even accused his eldest son of plotting to dethrone him. Yet no poison was found. Only the memory of the diviner's words clung to him like smoke in his throat. Seasons passed. The land of Oru, once fertile, began to wither. Rains delayed, yams rotted in the ground, and hunters returned with empty hands. Children cried from hunger. The people whispered, our king wears a crown of lies, and the land drinks his poison. But Oba Ijenwa silenced them with threats. It is not lies that cause this suffering, it is your lack of loyalty to me, the chosen of the gods. His priests, fattened with his bribes, nodded in agreement, though their hearts trembled. At last, the time of the great harvest festival arrived. Though the barns were half empty, Oba Ijenwa commanded a feast, determined to prove his power. Drums thundered across the courtyards, dancers twirled with fire in their hands, and wine flowed in streams. He summoned all his chiefs, his wives, and the people of Oru to witness his splendor. Standing before them, he lifted his golden cup, its surface gleaming in the torchlight. People of Oru, he cried. Behold your king, chosen by the gods, crowned with glory, master of life and death. My throne cannot be shaken, my crown cannot fall. I drink today to my eternal reign. The people clapped weakly, for their stomachs groaned with hunger. Yet none dared speak against him. Oba Ijenwa raised the cup to his lips. The moment the wine touched his tongue, a silence fell. The taste was not of sweet palm wine but of ashes and fire. His eyes bulged, his throat burned as though serpents writhed within, and his hands shook so violently that the cup spilled black liquid onto the ground. "It is the cup," he screamed, clawing at his throat. "The cup of poison." The chiefs rose in panic, the women wailed, and the children clung to their mothers. The king staggered, his crown slipping from his head. He fell to the earth, rolling in agony, choking as foam gathered at his lips. His once golden crown rolled into the dust, and the people gasped. For what they thought was gold was nothing but brass, polished to deceive their eyes. Then the voice of the diviner echoed in the wind, though no man saw him. "The gods have spoken. A crown built on lies shall crumble, and the mouth that drinks deceit shall taste poison." Oba Ijenwa's breath left him with a groan that shook the palace walls. His lifeless body lay in the dust, and beside him the cup turned to clay, cracked and dry. For 7 days the throne stood empty. The people mourned not their king, but their wasted years under his lies. At last, the elders gathered under the Iroko tree and chose a new ruler, not for wealth, nor for beauty, but for truth. And so, the story is told in Oro until this day. The crown of lies may glitter, but it cannot endure. The cup of poison waits for every deceiver, and when they drink, their throne shall fall.